This week, excited to get another plan together and share with our players, parents, coaches. We're going to start with the star drill. I mean, pretty much every coach in America knows what the star drill is. It's a great drill for a number of players to be involved at the same time, moving the ball, working on our skill sets, throwing the ball over the top, moving your feet. Keys to this drill: spacing. You need a lot of space to be able to get the passes through back and forth. Obviously, we want the players communicating. I'm open. Here's your help. I've got you. Receiving the pass. The guys that are passing. Want to make sure everything's over the top, moving your feet, and when you're moving, you want to be looking ahead. Looking in the direction you're running and looking in the direction where you're passing. The balls can start on either side, but we'll start the balls in this corner. We're going to go diagonally across to this guy pass, and he's going to follow his pass once he makes the pass, and then this guy's going to pass across to this guy, and he follows his pass. This guy passes down to this guy, follows his pass, and then this guy will pass up top, and the guy up top will pass down low. Again, all the guys follow their passes. Pass, 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 pass up top, pass down below, and run to the direction you're throwing the ball. You end up in the line that you just threw the ball to, and we can actually, if the players are good enough, we can add a second ball and really get things moving. A lot of touches, a lot of communication, and this is really a fun drill for the players to run and execute. All right, this next drill, give and go with a little twist. We're going to have 4 lines, 2 lines down below, goal line extended. The balls will be up top with the 2 lines up top. This player will have his stick in his right hand. This player will have his stick in his left. Guy down low will have his stick in the right hand, stick in his left hand. This player down low as well. Very important that the players have their sticks to the outside in the right hand when we run this drill. Okay, if this guy has a stick in his right hand, he's only cheating himself and he's cheating his team. The reason why we have winter training is for these guys, our players, to better their skills on their weak hands. So if they continue to work on their strong hands, they're never going to get their weak hands any better. As a coach, I'd rather see a kid go lefty down here with his left hand, have his stick to the outside and make a pad pass with his left hand, than to go righty and have the stick in the wrong hand and make a good pass. Okay? So as coaches, we've got to emphasize what hand their stick should be in when we run this drill. So both these players up top will start with a ball, and they're both going to pass the ball down low at the same time. So the players up top and the players down low have to really focus and watch how this drill develops. So as this guy passes the ball down, these obviously have to be good passes. Instead of V-cutting inside out, this guy's going to pass, V-cut out, back inside this way. This guy's going to V-cut out, back inside this way. The guy down here now, once he catches the pass, he's going to move with his feet. He's going to become a feeder. He's going to give it right back to the guy on the opposite side cutting. And this guy is going to receive the ball from this guy opposite side. So he's going to feed to this guy opposite side, and this guy's going to feed opposite guy. Both players will take shots. These lines will exchange. This guy goes down, this guy goes up. Same with this line. And after 5 minutes, we can switch the 2 lines to the opposite sides. Now the key is obviously timing. Knowing when to cut. Time your cut. You don't want to be inside too tight when you receive the ball. You can slow your cut down, wait for the feeder, make sure he has the ball, and he's looking at you. Obviously, it's this guy feeding to this guy. Space, we talk about space. It's got to be good space. So you have the time and the space to get your shot off. You want to keep everything tight. You stick tight. Stick by the ear. You want to communicate. Call for the ball. Let them know you're open. And obviously, you want to avoid the traffic. You guys can't run into each other, right? You got to keep your head up. Okay, as you're cutting across, you guys don't want to bump into each other. Everything's got to be overhand shots. Work on snapping the wrists. We see a lot of players bringing their sticks back too far in the last couple of drills we've been running, and they're losing the ball. We've got to teach them it's okay to shoot the ball like this and maybe shoot it 20 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour, but get it on cage. Eventually, that shot's going to get stronger as they continue to grow. As they get older, they're going to get stronger. We want them to really focus on their mechanics. Don't bring anything back. Catch and shoot from here. It's about getting it out quick and getting it on the goal. Circle shooting drill, high repetitions, a lot of shots, working on mechanics. The way this drill works is we're going to have two coaches, Coach 1, Coach 2. We'll have a circle of coaches, an actual circle, all right, on both sides. We're going to have two progressions. Coach 1 and Coach 2, we're going to pile the balls right here. Coach 1 and Coach 2 are going to take a knee and just toss the ball up in the air as this left line is coming through for a left shot. Coach will toss the ball up in the air, and basically what we want the player to do with the left hand is watch the ball, obviously. Once he has it in his stick, load it. Make sure he's in a good position. Right foot in front of him. Hands away from the body. Over the top. We don't want him to bring it back far. Don't want him to run through, right, with the stick down here. We're working on getting these players to get their sticks up by the ear, receive the ball first time around, catch it, step, and shoot over the top. So this line, once this player shoots, he just stays in the circle and continues through. So one guy after another, just going through as the balls are being tossed. First time around, catch and shoot. On this side, it's going on at the same time, right-handed. This guy's coming through. Coach is tossing the ball. We're going to do it right-handed as well. The next progression, what we'll do, we'll have these players come to this side, and these players come to this side. So the lefties now are working on their right hand, the righties are working on their left hand. But what this time around, what we want the players to do is actually run through the toss. All right? So it's timing. Coach throws the ball up, he's going to run through the toss, and as he runs through the toss, again, he's going to stick in the right position. He's running through, takes a couple of steps, follows through, snaps the wrist, steps to the goal, makes sure his hips are facing the goal when he shoots. And we got to emphasize to our players, eventually you're going to shoot the ball hard if your mechanics are right. If your mechanics are not right, you'll never shoot the ball hard. I mean, accurately, I should say. So make sure when you shoot the ball, everything's lined up with the goal. Go at your own pace. We're working on mastering shooting over the top, hand-eye coordination, timing, and we'll get a lot of reps out of this drill. Next drill, shooting down the alley. Everybody should know how to shoot down the alley, whether you're a midi, attack, defense. This drill is for all players to participate in. Simple setup. We'll have two lines in front of the goal. We're going to have the players here. They're going to be shooting right-handed. Line here, shooting left-handed. We'll have a cone set up about 15 yards away from the goal. We're going to have the players scoop up a ground ball, and what they're going to do is they're going to attack the cone and then run to the outside, run down the alley, and take a shot on goal. Very simple, but it's a skill set. Running and shooting on the run is a very important skill set and it's a very difficult skill set to master, especially from both sides. The keys to this drill is when you dodge down the alley with shooting, you don't want to fade away, because if you fade away, most times you're going to be shooting off the back foot. You're not going to have any leverage or strength to get a shot off, especially if you have a defender on you. We want to stay in the alley, okay? So the alley is, I like to explain it, you know, you don't want to go too far outside the outside post when you're dodging to the goal. Again, the further you go away, the less angle you have on your shot or the goal, more difficult to get a good quality shot on goal. The other thing is, there's no such thing as a perfect shot. Some players will wait and wait. They go down the alley, they wait and wait and wait, and by the time they get 5 yards within the goal, the slide already comes. Now you don't have the time and space to get that shot off. So you want to run 5-6 yards and then get your shot off from the left side and the right side, 10-12 yards away from the goal. You got to continue to move your feet, running, driving to the goal, trying to beat your defender. And if you don't get a shot off, most likely you'll get a slide and you'll be able to get a feed off to the open guy where the slide came from. And your weight always has to go forward. All right? Make sure your weight, use your weight to your advantage. And when you shoot, you want to make sure your hips, and I like to explain, and Scott Doobie does too, is your hips should be aligned to the outside post as you shoot. You want to lead with the opposite foot. You want to practice that way. The opposite foot. Again, I always like to say, you want to practice perfection. It's not always going to be perfect in a game. So we'll have the left side go, attack the cone, alley dodge, lefty. When we say alley dodge, once you scoop, you attack the cone and you go. Your head has to be up, have to be looking at the goal. Obviously, your hands have to be up, ready to shoot, over the top. And this shot, 9 out of 10 times, will be across your body. And that's another skill set that's very difficult to perfect. But it's a quick shot. Get the ball quickly out of your stick, and it's got to be on cage. And again, we talk about, it's not about how fast you shoot the ball. It's accuracy and mechanics. Up the alley shooting, another great skill set for all positions to know and be able to execute as a player, whether you're defensive, midi, attack. Simple drill, but a skill set very difficult to master. So we're going to have 2 lines, about 5 yards behind GLE with balls on each side. This line is going to go right-handed. This line will go left-handed. We're going to set up cones 10 yards above GLE on the left side and on the right side. Both players will go at the same time. Players are going to roll the ball out in front of them. They're going to scoop it. And I like to call it attack the alley. So they're going to scoop it up. And they're going to run, attack the alley from both sides. And what they're going to do, ideally 5-6 yards above GLE, they want to turn and they want to shoot at the goal. So when they turn, the keys are, you don't want to shoot too early because you need a good angle on the goal. You can't shoot 1 or 2 yards beyond the alley, goal line extended, I should say. So when they run 5 to 6 yards, if you're going righty, you want to make sure you turn your hips and your feet towards the goal, and you're still going to step and shoot. Everything's still over the top. But it's very important as you run, you got to turn your shoulders, your hips, and shoot over the top for the goal. As you're moving, you got to make sure your stick is in a position to release when you're ready to shoot. Again, we don't want to carry it down here. We got to carry it up top. Left-handed side, left shot, right shot, one after another. We'll switch lines. After you shoot righty, you take a lefty shot. You got to continue to move your feet. And most importantly, if you try and run, attack the alley and shoot sidearm, you're going to miss the goal every single time. Okay? You got to make sure it's over the top. You got to continue to keep your head up. Make sure you take a look at the goal before you shoot. We have more players that don't want to look at the goal before they shoot, and it's so important. Keeps it so simple. If you look at the goal, you know what you're shooting at.